Hello friends, today's topic is prices going up in 2025. Let's rant.
Believe it or not, home prices in Las Vegas have gone back up and we are back at all-time highs of $485,000. We've even seen inventory decrease week over week, but before homeowners start celebrating and home buyers get upset at this, there's a little bit more nuance to this data. See, there are two main periods when we see a lot of homes come off the market every year, and that is January 1st, which is by far the most, and the second, July 1st. Now, we don't see it in this data because this tracks last week, but next week we're going to see a huge amount of expireds. And so over time, a lot of those do come back on the market, and I do think next week we're going to see inventory rising again. Now, with everything else going on, I think we're flat. This is what I've talked about since the beginning of the year, flatter for longer. It's mainly due to the fact that we honestly still don't have a ton of inventory, and buyers are looking for those move-in ready homes and are willing to pay for it. We can see it with the median and average prices over time. It just seems like things are going to stay flat. The days on market median and average, I think, are getting back to where I thought they would land and stay flat. It was weird that it came down so much, but that's because, again, buyers are looking for those move-in ready homes. Now, even though the price is flat, do I think that there's more negotiation going on for buyers? Absolutely. But we definitely hit this new norm for new listings. And per request of all the doom and gloom home market crashers, I am now adding foreclosures active and short sale active as two new data points that I'm going to be tracking. As you can see, they're very low. So what does this mean for you? Well, we work with a lot of clients at lower end price points and higher end price points, and that lets us have a very strong perspective of the market. If you're looking for a move-in ready home under the FHA guideline of $540,000 or so, you are seeing those move-in ready properties sell relatively quickly and around their list price. If you're looking at the higher end, you're going to notice that there are more price reductions, and there is a bit of a percentage based on comps that we do feel like homes will sell at. So when you're in one price point versus another, you're going to see very different markets right now in Vegas. Overall, though, things are going to continue to stay flat. I do think for prices to come down, this active number needs to get closer to 7,600 to 8,000. Given the trend of increase has been slowing down, I wonder how long that is going to take, whether it's 8 to 12 weeks. But at that point, if rates continue to decline like they have, we might not see this inventory increase to that number. Follow for updates like this. Call and text with any of your Las Vegas or Henderson real estate.
One sirloin steak, one potato, and at today's prices, just one.
Is there a limit? Is there an upper limit for you of what you're willing to pay?
Well, I'm sure there probably is, but we haven't found it yet. I haven't found it, but I'd like to see it back down.
The cost of a pound of ground beef is closing in on $6, a record high, up nearly 50% from 5 years ago.
We are very, very conscious of how high the prices are in the meat case.
Stephen Kirkland has been trying to absorb some of the price increases at his 2 stores near Fort Worth, Texas. But a year ago, he could buy cattle for about $1,500 each.
Those 800-pound steers this week costing almost $2,400 a piece. Just
for one steer.
$2,400 for one steer.
Raising those steers also comes at a higher cost now, with prices up for feed, land, and financing. That's contributed to U.S. cattle herds falling to their lowest numbers in more than 70 years.
We've had a lot of drought the past couple of years, and so it's been harder and harder to keep enough grass to feed the cows.
Netflix announced a price increase starting February 20th. The fuck? How come all these businesses want to increase their prices, but nobody wants to increase the motherfucking pay to match that shit? That's what I'm fucking talking about. There's a big difference in all these price increases and my motherfucking pay increase, because the little 3% pay increases every year, every so many years, whenever they come around. You know what I mean? They ain't every year. But they don't match these price increases we've been experiencing the last like 3 years. I'm gonna tell you that. Netflix, I think they said they're gonna start charging me $18 or some shit. T-Mobile pays $6.99 of that because my T-Mobile plan from like 2015 talking about Netflix on us. Now I'm paying them motherfuckers back every damn phone bill because it's way more than $6.99. You know what I'm saying? $18. That means that shit done been up how many times since 2015? Man, Netflix. What they do? Did they change something on Netflix? Are we getting some good shit? Are they at least gonna give us some better shit to watch, or is it the same shit, just different price?
Homes in Canada are expected to be even more expensive in 2025. Based on RE/MAX's most recent report, we can expect a nationwide increase in home prices in Canada, with big cities like Vancouver, Toronto, Calgary, and Montreal seeing gains up to 8%. Single-family home prices could jump up to 6%, condos by 5%. And the national average home price is expected to reach over $843,000. Home sales in BC can increase anywhere between 4 to 20%.
U.S. inflation is expected to edge higher in the coming months as recently imposed tariffs begin to hit American consumers, directly driving up the cost of everyday goods and putting renewed pressure on household budgets already strained by elevated prices. While inflation had shown signs of cooling earlier in the year, economists now warn that the ripple effects of increased import duties, especially on Chinese-made electronics, machinery, and household items, could reverse that trend. As businesses pass rising costs along to buyers, the Consumer Price Index, CPI, is projected to climb, further complicating the Federal Reserve's path toward potential rate cuts. With trade tensions flaring and election season heating up, the impact of tariffs on inflation is becoming a central issue in both economic and political debates across the country. Some analysts caution that if tariffs expand further or remain in place long-term, they could entrench inflationary pressures well into 2025. Join the community. Follow and like for the latest political news updates.
These prices are crazy, and can the prices go higher? What do you think?